we will introduce the construction procedure of the springboard type automatic sliding door Karacri, the automatic door without using electricity, developed by Nisho Industrial Co. Limited. First of all, we will introduce the shipping packing for single sliding doors, the parts inside the packing, and each component. These are the upper rails and door rollers. These are the hakama and the inclined rail that are attached to the bottom of the door. These are the springboard, push-down bars, push-down pins, the top plate of the springboard, and flap. The springboard mechanism is a unit set consisting of several parts. As a name sticker is attached to each part and component, refer to the list and check for defects or damage to each component when unpacking. Next is how to prepare in advance. Attach the rail to the hakama. If it's a double pocket sliding door, assemble the springboard unit. Here, we explain how to assemble the springboard mechanism of double pocket sliding doors. Firstly, attach the bottom plate to anchor. Secondly, hang the fixing bolt on the screw hole and put spring inside the unit. Then, put the top plate on it. When the fixing bolts stick out of the screw hole, push down the top plate and tighten the wing nut. Next, put in the push-down bars. The push-down bars have right and left opening direction. Put in the push-down bars from both sides. Please position so that the screw hole can be seen in the loose hole part here. Once the position is decided, attach the hexagon bolts in parallel. Be aware that if the fixings are not in parallel, there may be door resistance. After you complete assembling the unit, next step is installing. This is the most important point to install. Please discuss the size, depth, and flatness of the excavation of the springboard mechanism in advance and confirm the actual measurement. Be sure to carefully check the tilt of fittings, etc. by the plumb. Based on the final drawing of the fittings, it is also necessary to check the marking and installing accuracy of the fittings. If it does not conform, ask the person in charge of the primary contractor to correct it. If the flatness is poor, the opening and closing function will be hindered, so please adjust using a liner or self-leveling and ensure the proper horizontal control. Now for installing procedure. Number 1. Installing the upper mechanism. Please manage the height of the upper rail. Number 2. Installing the springboard mechanism. Install the springboard mechanism. Please manage vertical degree and left and right positions. Number 3. Installing the hakama with inclined rail to the bottom of the door. Attach the hakama unit to the bottom of the door. Number 4. Installing the door with the hakama board unit attached. Hang the door with the hakama unit attached. Number 5. Connecting the push-down bar material of the springboard mechanism and the inclined rail in the hakama unit. Connect the push-down bar material of the springboard mechanism and the inclined rail inside the hakama with the push-down pin roller. Number 6. Operation check and adjustment. Check and adjust the operation and tighten each fixing. Attach the hakama unit and the top plate and flap on the springboard mechanism. The adjustment of the springboard mechanism is an important point. Balance the springs by swapping the placement and type of the springs. Make adjustments until the spring is balanced. Double pocket sliding doors coordinate the opening and closing speed with brake parts of the doors rollers attached to the upper frame. We will explain the maintenance inspection. If you are a building manager using Karacri, please clean around the springboard mechanism. As a maintenance check, please do it about once every 6 months. Here are the details of each inspection. Number 1. Inspection of the springboard mechanism. This is how to inspect the springboard mechanism. Remove the top plate and flap of the springboard mechanism and check that there is no dust or foreign matter inside. If foreign matter enters, the top plate of the springboard may not go down to the specified position. Therefore, please remove any foreign matter and perform periodic inspections and cleanings. In addition, check the looseness of the nuts that secure the springboard mechanism and re-tighten them. Also check the level of the top plate going up and down and whether there are any abnormal noises. Number 2. Inspect the connection part of the Hakama unit. This is how to inspect the connecting part of the Hakama unit. Check that the bolts that secure the push-down pin are not loose. Moreover, readjust and fix by pressing the upper end of the inclined rail of the Hakama unit. Similarly, check for loose fixing bolts on the anti-vibration rollers. Check the vertical position and height and readjust. If the roller driving part is worn or deteriorated and the movement is poor, please replace the parts. Check if there's any looseness in the screw fixing of the inclined rail built into the Hakama unit. If there's any deformation of the rail itself, and if there is any foreign matter adhering, and if necessary, take action. Please also check if the push-down pin rollers are running smoothly. Number 3. Inspection of the upper mechanism. This is how to inspect the upper mechanism. Check for looseness in the fixing screws of the rails and retaining parts and re-tighten them. Please adjust the brake parts again. This is a summary of maintenance inspections. Check for looseness of bolts and screws. Cleaning of rails and removal of foreign matter. Cleaning the Hakama unit and removing foreign matter. Cleaning the springboard mechanism and removing foreign matter. Coordinating the opening and closing speed with the brake parts of upper rollers. Check for deterioration over time and damage to rails and rollers. Nisho Industrial Co. Limited is looking for distribution who can provide joinery work and maintenance of the fittings it produced. Karacri, the springboard type automatic sliding door, is an eco-friendly product that can be installed and used without using electricity.